Welcome to the Interactive Services Learning Center app for iPad. You're looking at an application that sits on the iPad. It's essentially a player for e-learning content, but it's also a command center for news and updates. The Learning Center is a one-stop shop for a learner in the field, and it knows who you are. There are many benefits to the Learning Center. Content can be played offline, and the interactivity is iPad specific. In the view we see now, you can see we have the content laid out in swim lanes. You also have latest updates and company news. For anyone familiar with an iPad, the Learning Center will be instantly recognizable. The Learning Center also facilitates self-study and classroom learning, and we'll show you an example in just a moment of how the iPad app can be used in the classroom. Let's have a look at some content. In this example, the swim lanes visible are our company and your success. Within those swim lanes of content, we have various topics. If I select a topic, it opens inside the player. Now we're looking at HTML pages that are playing inside the app. These could be playing live, or they could have been pre-downloaded so that you can play them offline, another benefit of the Interactive Services Learning Center. As we move through the screens by swiping, you'll see some of the more traditional e-learning interactions. This screen allows you to tap in order to bring up pop-up information. On a PC, this would traditionally be a click event screen. Of course, for an iPad, you tap and swipe and pinch to navigate. The next screen is a question. We are asked to read an email and respond by selecting one or more of the options. If we developed this for a PC, we would probably have placed the email under a button. Click the button, read the email, close down the email, answer the question. Because it's an iPad, we've redesigned the content to make it more iPad specific. In this case, I don't need to click to see the email, I can scroll up and down. Having made my selections, I submit, and I receive feedback. This last interaction that we'll demonstrate shows how the magazine approach of iPad content can lend itself to learning. Here we have a list of topics that we're going to explore. You can explore them using this swipeable timeline. If I select a topic, it opens to the right side of the screen, and I can scroll up and down to access the entire piece. You'll notice that having opened an area of content, I can move through the topics by either swiping in the topic itself or by tapping on the timeline. I'm going to imagine that I'm a facilitator in a classroom, and with the class, we have completed this mini learning topic in a self-study mode. We've all sat with our iPads and we've completed the e-learning screens. Now it's time to come together for a facilitated activity. As the facilitator, I tap in the top right of my learning center, and I have the opportunity to create a classroom. This is a pre-prepared question, but it also gives me a code that I can send out to the learners. They plug it into their iPads. When I identify whether I'd like the question to have 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, and I begin the question, the learners have the opportunity to answer, and I will receive real-time results. In this example, it asked me to wait for a student to join because, of course, we have no students here. In summary, the Interactive Services Learning Center makes it possible to create interactive learning courses that run via the Safari browser or offline, which means you're no longer at the mercy of your connection. The Interactive Services Learning Center allows you to run all the content in its optimal form. Plus, it's a shop window for updates, new products, networking, and more. The Interactive Services Learning Center, the next generation of mobile learning.